Najua kuna yale yametendeka, lakini tunasema kwamba tumekuja, kama kuna mahali tumekosea, tuseme pole, tuanze kuzungumziana moja kwa moja.
Ladies and gentlemen, after the Ol-Kalau by-election, which they defeated the government with humiliations, after all the support the government had already given to Ol-Kalau people, they decided to give the government their back and support the alternative. That is the DCP candidate, Sami Kamau, aka Chokora 001. Now, it seems like there is fire in the mountain. The mountain is burning. Now, how does it burn? Please leave a subscription and make sure you comment and like this video. So, after that defeat, the government assessed what will happen in 2027 in the mountain. Remember, the mountain is the vote-rich region. You cannot secure presidency without the mountain. There is no region where you can rely to compensate the mountain. That is the reality. And as it stands now, the mountain has shifted away and distance away, kilometers away from Ruto. I don't know whether he will climb it again. You haven't heard nor seen Kipchumba, the Kimani Chungwa talking about it, because now they are under fire. You haven't heard the deputy president talking about it. Why? Because now they are under fire. They know their goose have been cooked. So, yesterday, there was a function in Mount Kenya. Cannot be specific the place, but you may know the place. And in that function, because now temperatures are very high in Mount Kenya, the Ol-Kalau people have set the standard of each and by-election in Kenya. Now, whenever we will be having by-election till 2027, you'll see the verdict. You'll see the reason the government will be that. You know, others will be wengine wamekuwa wakijiuliza, sasa serikali itatupea kila kitu alafu pige kura tofauti, wataiba. Do you see what happened in Ol-Kalau? That is exactly now what will happen in each and every constituency. I don't know whether we have any by-election remaining. We don't have. If we have one, that is the same thing that will happen in that by-election. Iwe ni Western, iwe ni Nyanza, iwe ni Rift Valley, iwe ni kwa kina Ruto, iwe ni wapi. Anywhere where we'll have a by-election before 2027. Hiyo ndio moshi wataona. With a margin. That is the smoke they will see. Not even white. It will be black smoke. So, Isaac Mwaura attended a function yesterday in Mount Kenya and pleaded to the government, saying that they will do whatever they want, even if it's the government working with Gachagua, they love it. I don't know whether you guys, you are seeing a possibility of Rigathi Gachagua working with Ruto. Are you seeing it? I'm not seeing it, but they're saying they will do whatever it takes to make sure the president climbs the mountain. And it has been said, and it's on public domain. People are saying, those people, those young men who walks around with Ruto, they always lie. They always lie to him. They lie to him. Actually, it has also been said that the Ol-Kalau by-election, there were people who were given kofias za UDA zenye hazina alama ya mchina. There are people who were given t-shirts za UDA and hawakupeana, wakaficha, so that wakuje kuulizia ugavana na useneta na UMP na UMCA 2027. So it has been exposed that people who walks around with Ruto, they are not actually telling him the truth. They are eating from him. And that is it. Whoever walks around with Ruto is not supporting him, is eating from him. Time will come when he'll be fed up and move out. That is the thing. So, Isaac Mwaura, the government spokesperson, he had a message for the people from Mount Kenya. And the message was very clear. First of all, he apologized for what has been happening. Second, he told them they will do whatever they want for them to be in government. And the only mistake the Mount Kenya people, the government slipped, is to impeach Rigathi Gachagua. Now, how can they redo it? How will they redo it? Because they said they will do anything. How will they redo it? Will maybe the president again choose Rigathi Gachagua as his deputy? It's a no. Now, how will they redo it? because they said they can do everything to make sure the Mount Kenya people works with Ruto. How? Now let's listen to Isaac Mwaura on what he said.
Sasa niwaulize kwa unyenyekevu, tutatoka kwenye serikali tukatafuta ingine jameni? Najua kuna yale yametendeka, lakini tunasema kwamba tumekuja, kama kuna mahali tumekosea tuseme pole, tuanze kuzungumziana moja kwa moja, kwa sababu sisi ni watoto wenu na hakuna nyumbani tuweze karudi mahali pengine, ili sisi tuende kuwa katika hii serikali to support President William Samoei Ruto. Tunaomba kwa unyenyekevu, sio kwa kiburi, sio kwa kujipinga. Kuna wale wanasema wata, kuna wale wanasema tuta, lakini hebu tusikizane, tuongee, tuone hii serikali imetufanyia nini na tutafanya nini, turekebishe kama kuna makosa mahali.
Good. Now how can that be done? How will President Ruto have the mountain people back? Which strategy will he use? Nilisikia akisema yeye ni fundi wa siasa. How possible is that? How possible is bringing these people back? How possible is that? What will he do? Because even of all the things he did in Olkalau and they gave him back, I don't think there is something they can do an extra. So that I don't think whether there is something that should be done. Those people to come back in government. I don't think. Because actually they gave him boats, wakawapea viatu, wakawapea nguo, wakawapea gas, wakawapea kila kitu. But those people wakampea kura 5,000 out of 5,000. Akashindwa na range ya 30,000. I don't think whether there is something they can do. I don't think. Please make sure you leave a comment, subscribe and a like.